Okay, welcome back. Time to go into Raw for this week. And yes, I'm actually reviewing Raw for once. I did not get a chance to see this live Monday night because I was out taking care of serious business. So I got a chance to watch it Tuesday afternoon on the DVR. Started off with Shawn Michaels talking about Undertaker and WrestleMania, and then Undertaker came out. And for a lot of the negative on how Undertaker messed up a couple sentences and Michaels messed up once or twice, I thought that was a good promo. I thought that was a good opening segment to Raw, getting the hype for their match coming up at WrestleMania. And I mean, these two could, not saying they will, but could have the best match of the night in Houston. And I'll be honest with you, I got this weird feeling that Shawn Michaels is going to end the streak this year. I don't know why. I just got this weird feeling Michaels is the one that's going to do it. But this is WrestleMania. This is The Undertaker. So, WWE might not want to touch that. I'll tell you, the best segment I thought of the night was the contract signing between Edge and The Big Show and John Cena and all that. And I actually did get back home in time to catch most of that segment, so I pretty much caught on to what was happening. And, like when you watch it and Cena's like, well, I love you, Vicky. And then he leaves and, at first you're like, this makes no sense whatsoever. And then, he says, I can't stand the sight of her. I don't really love her. And then they show this clip of Big Show and Vicky kissing, making out, and Vicky tapping him on the butt at the end. And I thought that was absolutely hilarious. And then John Cena had the line of the night, really at the end, when he's like, Vicky, you got some splaining to do. Anybody under the age of 15 will not get that reference. I Love Lucy. Come on. Match-wise, there really weren't many good matches at all. If I had to pick one to say that was the best match of the night, I'd have to say the Kingston Jericho match. But really, there weren't any good matches on Raw. I really felt this was a good episode of Raw. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was a very good episode of Raw. I think this episode, they went more with the main storylines and angles towards WrestleMania than they did with the matches. And this Raw was a bit better than some of the past couple of weeks, especially with the ending with Randy Orton and Triple H in Randy's house. And I joked around the other day of, what if Don West and Mike Tenay had called that? Wonder if that was TNA going like, oh, did you see the way that Randy Orton was throwing in the wall? He was throwing to the wall like it was a wall. And there goes the lamp. The lamp broke. That's going to be very expensive to pay because lamps are expensive. I think he's bleeding. They would have ruined it. That's why the WWE product, when they do storylines like this, that's why they're tops. That's why they're number one, king of the hill. It doesn't get much better than right there. But Triple H doing this at the end. I mean, a little freaky, isn't it? Just a tad bit freaky. Alright, well, let's go to the WrestleMania report. WrestleMania 25, 3 weeks from this Sunday night. Mark the date down if you haven't. Sunday night, April the 5th, live from Reliance Stadium in Houston, Texas, on pay-per-view. Now, if you don't have pay-per-view capabilities, the next best thing to do is to order it via WWE.com. Now, trust me, I've watched a couple of pay-per-view events on the computer, and it's as good as watching it on pay-per-view. Maybe you'll get to save an extra couple bucks. I don't know. Maybe this one will be $50 for WrestleMania. So on that note, let's talk about the matches that are going to take place at WrestleMania. As we know, the WWE Championship will be on the line. Triple H puts it all on as he takes on Randy Orton. Now the last 2 weeks it's been nothing but mind games. Who's going to end up being the ultimate winner? The World Heavyweight Championship will be defended in a triple threat match. Edge puts the gold on the line against both John Cena and The Big Show. You gotta wonder now, going into this match, is Edge focused more on getting revenge on The Big Show or the World Heavyweight title? Shawn Michaels, Mr. WrestleMania himself, will face The Undertaker with one of the most impressive records in all of sports on the line, 16-0 at a WrestleMania. Is Shawn Michaels the man that's going to put the first loss on The Undertaker's now legendary WrestleMania streak? No doubt, if anybody ever attempted to go 16-0 again, it's humanly impossible. Now then, last week on this show I mentioned the Money in the Bank ladder match. This week, the entire list, the entire 8 men have been announced. In this match, you will see the former WWE Intercontinental Champion CM Punk after he lost the title this past Monday night to JBL. Plus, you're going to have Kane, Mark Henry, the U.S. Champion Shelton Benjamin. He's been in all but one Money in the Bank ladder match. He's the veteran in that one. MVP is in it. Kofi Kingston will be making his WrestleMania debut. Christian returns to WrestleMania after a 4-year absence from arguably the grandest stage of them all, and Finlay. That's going to be a unique Money in the Bank ladder match. And just added this past week, the 25 Diva Battle Royal. Now this is the match that will decide Miss WrestleMania. And this match will involve current and past WWE Divas. Who knows who's gonna be involved in this particular match? Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are trying to get to Houston, if you're trying to be there in person, tickets are still available. You can go to Ticketmaster.com or charge by phone at 1-866-448-7849. We are only 23 days away from arguably the biggest WrestleMania of all time. WrestleMania 25, Sunday night, April the 5th, live from Houston, Texas, on pay-per-view, 7 p.m. start time. That's a special time, so do not forget it. That's it for this week's WrestleMania report. When I come back, I'm going to talk about the WWE Hall of Fame and Ring of Honor. Stay tuned.